This little symbol right here is all you need to know about this edition of Test Drive. This beastie is the Mustang Cobra, and trust me, it's loaded with venom, and we're going to start right up front. The muscular look to the hood promises much, and when you lift it, it doesn't disappoint. There you have it, a 4.6 litre 32 valve 4-cam V8, 305 horsepower, 300 pounds-feet of torque, and it's all hand built. And you know what? Doug and Jim did a good job on this motor. Someone once said that there is no substitute for cubic inches. Now I'm sure that when this phrase was coined that was the case. However, combine cubic inches with state-of-the-art multi-valve technology and that takes the biscuit. In that regard, this engine is a marvel. The power produced by any engine is governed by the amount of air that can be fed into the engine. To get the amount of air required into the Cobra's engine, the engineers adopted an intake manifold that uses Siamese runners that are controlled by special port throttles. That's half the equation. The other half lies in a high lift cam profile. This keeps the intake valves open a little longer, allowing the runners to cram as much air in as possible. The result is an engine that pulls all the way from idle to redline. Tromp the gas pedal and you really do fly. Well, that's it. 0 to 100 kilometers an hour in under 5.5 seconds. And you know, this thing runs through 120 in second gear, and that's moving. And it goes well up beyond there, but I won't admit to that. The other thing, the engine sounds glorious.
Power from the engine is relayed to the back wheels through a Borg-Warner box that, when combined with an easy clutch, is a true dream to drive. The throws are short and the ratios make the most of the engine. From the box, the power runs through a limited slip differential with 327 gears. Again, the ratio is ideal. It gives exceptional launch in low gears and relaxed cruising in high gears. Stopping power is provided by a 4-wheel disc brake system with full anti-lock.
Just goes to show that not everything runs smooth on test drive. When we started to do the brake tests, I noticed a bit of a clunk from the front end. Now, it's not serious enough to cancel the entire test drive, but it's enough that I'm not going to do the brake test. We've checked all of the main stuff. The caliper mountings are tight, the lower control arms, the upper shock mounts. It's not that serious, but it's something we're going to have to get looked into.
The suspension has been reworked to give the car the handling characteristics that are now the equal of the powertrain. The basic design features McPherson struts up front and a multi-link design in back with variable rate springs at all 4 corners. The advantage of the variable rate springs is that the early deflections provide a reasonable ride, while the stiffer coils limit body roll as well as lift and squat. There are of course huge sway bars at both ends. Helping the road manners further is an anti-drive front geometry and a new steering gear that uses bearings instead of bushings. The advantage here is that you get better feedback and faster turn-ins. Let's just say it all comes together in a very agile package.
One of the really neat aspects of the Cobra is its Mystique paint job. Now, the Mystique paint job, unlike many other paints that change colour, uses a single pigment. So in the event that you do a fender in, no problem, you can match the paint. The beauty is, depending upon the lighting conditions and how it strikes the car, it changes colour from green to purple to bronze to black cherry. Really neat. Inside, the Cobra features a wonderful set of analog instrumentation. By day, they're black on white. At night, they change to a light luminescent green on a grey background. The climate controls get an A, the radio and CD player, well, they get an F for the buttons. That said, the Mac 460 sound system is El Supremo. My only problem? Aside from the white on the dials, everything else is black, and quite frankly, it's very drab. Well, that's it for a very enjoyable test drive. You know, this Mustang is quick, capable, and I think rather attractive. And at $32,000, the bang for the buck, tremendous. I just hope my lottery ticket comes in before Ford sell out.